Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? I am walking back to the car with an unloaded gun during shooting hours. And if you want to find out why, you'll have to watch till the end of this episode, which is episode 4 of the Bird Tales. A few weeks ago, when we were up in the Paul Bunyan State Forest, Jared had asked me if I would be willing to take a young man out on his first pheasant hunt. And I said, of course I would, Jared. Let's do it. So I had the perfect spot picked out for opening day. We got there an hour early. We've got like 10 more minutes and we can be shooting pheasants. As much as I love to hunt rough grouse and be in the woods,
10 times better than this,
which is Jared's favorite thing, I really love to shoot pheasants out in open fields.
Camera on me. He just likes it because it's easier.
It's a little bit easier, but I cannot wait for that first rooster to get up and Ben just drops him right there. He's running away. Ben, this is Ben's first pheasant hunt. Are you gonna shoot a bird today?
Yeah.
Of course. Ben's got a nicer shotgun than Jared or I have combined, and we're very jealous of it, but we're gonna try to get Ben his first pheasant this morning.
He's looking off to the left. Walk to his left a little ways, maybe. Hand. Another hand. Get ready. No, that's good, Jared. That's perfect. Come here. Good boy. Oh. No, that one.
So we walked a bunch more on that property and didn't see much. So then we headed back, got some lunch, and headed out to another property. Spot number 2. Thank you, Jared, for recording. Ben's gonna shoot a bird.
Ben, you shoot a bird?
Say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot a bird.
I'm gonna shoot a bird.
Yeah. Remnar went on point, a beautiful point. Worked so nicely, and it was another hen. Just a few hundred yards later, Remnar went on point again. I didn't even see it at first. Ben was the one who said, I think Remnar's on point.
Shoot Ben! Good work, Ben!
So Ben shoots and wings this bird. And Jared's excited, Ben's super excited, and I'm excited, but I'm really nervous. Because this bird has just been winged. He landed in some really thick reed canary, and Remnar has never done the rooster chase before. So we get up to where the bird went down. Remnar's on point, and I'm yelling at him, get the bird, get the bird, get the bird. And he's digging through the grass and digging through the grass. So I jump over there and start digging through the grass myself because I want this bird so bad.
Get it. It's here. It's running. Get it, Remy. It's in here.
And Jared says, he's on point over here. So I get up out of the grass and I walk over to where Remnar is. He busts into the grass and the rooster pops up.
Get it, Rem, get it.
Remnar jumps on it.
I see it.
And out of my excitement, I just run up there and snag it from him right away so I can go give it to Ben.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, Ben! Yeah! Oh, I'm getting scratched good. Woo, Ben! Nice! Ew! That.
So tell me what happened there, Ben.
So Remy went on point right next to the little creek, and then the pheasant flew up that way, and I waited a little bit, but I got the shot off, and then it went down, but then it was injured, but we still got it.
Perfect. Shooting the prairie chicken was pretty awesome. Shooting any of the birds is awesome. But I think Ben shooting that bird is probably going to be one of my highlights for the whole entire year. Because that was a really great hunt. And I don't know what I did, but for some reason, I reached up, pushed a button on the camera, it stopped recording. We walked back to the car and I shot another rooster. So Jared shot one in the morning, Ben shot one, and then I shot one. So we all three had a bird. It was a tremendously awesome day. The next day we went out again, and it was less than tremendously awesome. Day number 2. Yeah, I might have to as well. Ben's gonna shoot another bird today, right, Ben? Yeah. We didn't even flush a single bird. It kind of goes like that. Some days you're on them and some days you're not. And that brings me to tonight. Okay, so this is my first solo pheasant hunt of the season. In the same way that grouse opener is really exciting because it's the first time you're going to get to go hunting for the year, pheasant opener is always really exciting and something I look forward to just because I want to be out hunting again. But it's also something that's stressful. There are lots of other pheasant hunters, and this time of year it's like half the battle is trying to find good habitat to walk and trying to find spots that haven't been overpressured, especially when all you're doing is hunting public land. But I love it all. So we flushed a couple birds that were out of range. Flushed a bunch of hens. And then on the way back,
There's a good bird. Come on, Dave. Where's the bird? Where's the bird? Find him, Dave. Find him. Woohoo! There he is.
all right, that worked out pretty well. I kind of figured there was going to be some birds in this cover right along the corn, and there's a nice big old rooster. For those of you who watched the prairie chicken episode, that's going to look very similar. Bird flushes in the brush, gets above the brush, I shoot it. I'm going to shoot a lot of birds that way. That happens quite a bit. Yeah, let's try and get one more on the way back to the car and make it our limit. Woo!
He went down. Come on, Dave! Come on, Daisy! Find him, find him! Where's that bird? Find him! Get him, Dave! Woohoo!
Daisy's poops. That was a chase. And that is our pheasant limit for the day. 2 birds. We still got like a half a mile walk back to the car. But this grass is just so comfortable. And that's why the gun's unloaded. That's why there's still shooting hours and I'm walking back to the car. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for episode 5 next week. See ya.